had a lot of great activities here at Kesley. We just recently finished a career activity in 7th grade. Right now, presently, the student council is doing a food drive, and then in January we'll have our spelling bee and the National Geography bee. So a lot of great things happening at Kesley Middle School. Probably what made me choose to be a principal is to try to make a bigger impact. As a classroom teacher, you're only really controlling what's happening in your classroom. As principal, you have control over everything that's happening in school. Having grown up in LaPorte is the community that I have ties to, and I want to see our community be really successful. So that's why I became a principal. This is my 11th year as principal here at Kesley Middle School. Before that, I was assistant principal for 5 years at Kessling, and then I taught at Kessling for 8 years. It's really hard to pick one thing that's my favorite thing because there's so many things that are enjoyable about being principal. But if I had to pick one thing, it's when a student is having difficulties and we help them out and they find a way to overcome their difficulty and find success in whatever they're doing. One of my favorite memories is when we did a fundraiser. It was probably about 10 years ago, and we got taped to the wall. I said if we raised so much that I would allow kids to tape me to the wall. They duct taped me to the wall, so that was really neat. Another great memory of being principal at Kesley Middle School is when I had the opportunity to host a Chinese principal, and when I went to China to see their educational system and just the differences and similarities between both schools and the countries. Having the opportunity when I was in China to walk on the Great Wall of China. I was on there for like 4 hours, and it was just the history and just being able to see out the mountain range, and it was just a great experience. And also going to Tiananmen Square. In the morning they have the Chinese flag. They play the national anthem, and there's like thousands of Chinese people there. They're singing. Just some great experiences. My wife and I, Michelle, have 3 children. Matt, who's a senior, Emily, who's a sophomore, and then Ethan, who's in 4th grade at Crucial Elementary School. I like to spend time with our family. Like to, when it's warm outside, we like to go on a lake, high lake, and like to golf. Those are some activities I like to do on the free time. I went to college at DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana. Graduated in 1990. It was a great experience. Baseball in high school. I played with Mr. Up at high school, and we went to a state championship. It was a neat experience, and then I also played football in high school. Went on to play a couple years at DePaul. And then at LaPorte, I coached varsity football for 10 years. I also coached baseball for a couple years in LaPorte. One thing is I would like students to know that my favorite movie is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I just love that movie.